Oh man, I haven't even watched yet, Al. I have had a busy day. Nice. Hope I won something sweet. I need a win every once in a while. Boost my confidence. Oh, shoot. You mean Ohio State. I was hoping I won something in your break. Ohio State, that was freaking awesome. Would have been better had they maybe just, I don't know. I would love to have seen a big play. No. No. I saw that. I was thinking about your break. It was a good day of football, man. Seeing Alabama lose, that felt good too. It was like I was coming off a high from Ohio State beating Texas, who I just don't understand how they were the number one team, but whatever. And then I flip over and I watch Florida State beat Alabama. That's a good feeling. I haven't even looked at scores for most of the other games. I would like to have seen Ohio State maybe open it up a little bit. I feel like they have every down. I know the play I would go for. I would throw it to Jeremiah Smith. He did have a couple drops, though. A little bit shocking. And then what, next week, the NFL starts. Gotta love it when the NFL starts. Then you get over your anger or happiness from Saturday and just get immediately mad or sad on Sunday. Nothing like football. Baseball, you got a game every day. You really can't take baseball players, they don't take a loss too hard. 162 games, it doesn't matter, but football, gosh, live or die every week. All right, guys, I am just about getting everything written down. Stupid YouTube wouldn't open up for me for a few minutes, so I was rebooting everything again, running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Did get some new stuff put in there today. Completely forgot the pictures. I don't think I've remembered since I got back from vacation to put the pictures out. I think we'll have a spot. You know what? I am definitely close to the TV, and I cannot record a football game. My wife was going to the restroom one time, and she's like, "Will you pause it?" And me and my oldest son, we just kind of we didn't know what to think about that. It was like, no, we're watching this live. But I don't yell at the referees so much. I'm more of I yell at the players. Like I say it's because of Ben Roethlisberger. He's yelling, "Throw the ball, you idiot!" And then he'd hold it for 20 minutes, and then there it is. Make a miracle happen. Yeah, we don't get real close games in college. I mean, yeah, the college games. That's one thing about the NCAA. My God, who schedules the number, a team like Texas on the first week. That's just crazy to me. Expect a cupcake. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a deal breaker, Al. Oh my God. Pausing it to eat? You mean they eat at the table when football's on? Oh, he did. Okay. I missed that. Did it, Dave? Switch Chicago for Houston. Man, during football season on Sundays and most Saturdays, we're sitting on the couch watching the football game. It's eat while you are eat while you're watching. Any dinner is a TV dinner if you watch it in front of the TV. And my wife says the TV's too big. I say there's no such thing as a TV too big. She says I'm obsessed with big TVs. And I don't know what y'all got, but I know my TVs in my house I think they fit the rooms they're in very well. We got a 100-inch in the living room, an 86 in the basement, and a 75 in the bedroom. I don't see well enough, so I have to get a big TV to help with vision. That's what I claim. So if anybody needs a reason to buy a big TV, claim your eyes are going bad, and you need a bigger TV to be able to see. It works. And who can't sit through a few days without talking to your wife? I mean, that happens too. All right, first up, we had Ty with Kansas City, New Orleans. Shit. Nathan, Detroit, Seattle. Ty, Washington, and the Giants. New England, San Fran. I do apologize for not telling you a couple of them big ones that I put in there. Knicks and May. Jesse, Vegas. Chicago. That's what would have been switched. So we'll just, you know what? I'm not going to do that. You'll get a random. I forgot Dave switched Houston. I didn't switch it on the things. So Jesse, Vegas. It's meant to be, my man. Chicago, Zach, Arizona, Carolina, Jesse, Minnesota, Tennessee, Al, Tampa Bay, and the Chargers, Colts, Eagles, Steven, the Jets, the Browns, Wally, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Zach, Atlanta, the Rams, Al, Green Bay, Jacksonville, Vlad, Denver, Cincy, Jacob, Dallas, Buffalo. Dave, you close us up with Houston. Dave, you got Miami. All right. We got Ty with Kansas City, New Orleans, Nathan, Detroit, Seattle, Ty, Washington, Giants, Patriots, and Niners, Jesse, Vegas, Chicago, Zach, Arizona, Carolina, Jesse, Minnesota, Tennessee, Al, Tampa Bay, Indy, Chargers, Eagles, Steven, Jets, Cleveland, Wally, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Zach, Atlanta, and the Rams, Al, Green Bay, Jacksonville, Vlad, Denver, Cincy, Jacob, Dallas, Buffalo, and Dave, Houston, and Miami. Proud to say I was able to read every single one of those. My handwriting's improving, or after all these years, I'm learning how to read it. I got poked in the eye today. I was looking for golf balls in the woods. I'm not going to tell you how many we hit in there, but yeah, it's a never-ending process. I got jabbed in the eye. Everything's a little blurry. All right, get our random number between 4 and 9. We'll do it 5 times to get that. It's going to be the number 9 tonight, the big number 9. And we randomized that 5 times. So times 9. I think we got around 90 boxes tonight. I want to do that. Got around 90 boxes tonight. Getting it back up slowly. I didn't want to fill everything. So there's a few numbers that we don't have. As always, if we hit a number we've already opened, we'll hit it one more time. Let's go 9 times on the old randomizer. 5, 6, 7, 8, and number 9. We got box 77, 74. Both of them are there. 77, 74. All right, let me get them. $77 and $74. We'll do 74 first. All right, fellas, box 74. Good luck. Arizona, the Cardinals. It's in there. I'm going to shove it in the face mask. Best way to make sure I don't forget it. We got Beckett authenticated. The other earpiece is there. Going to be. He's not there anymore, but I think he's a pretty good hit for them. Going to be the wide receiver with all the dreads. Going to be D-Hop. That's going to be Zach. Nice hit, Zach. D-Hop on the Cardinals. I don't think he ever should have left. We should have kept him. He could be out there helping Marvin. All right, guys. Box 77. Good luck. I think this one's been down there for a while. Box 77. Tampa Bay, it's a buck. Al with the Buccaneer hit. That one, Beckett authenticated. They're both there. And there it is. First time I've pulled him in a long time. First time since he was in Cleveland, I believe. Nice hit. Al. That's going to be Baker. Baker Mayfield. Nice hit, Al. Baker Mayfield on the Bucks. Nice hit. Gotta love Baker. All right. This is the second one. I dropped it when the first one filled. I've never hit a Baker, even when he was on the Browns. Never hit a Baker. I like Baker. Still like Baker. I enjoy watching guys who have fun playing a game, play the game. Johnny 5 looking for a random if anybody wants to sell one. Al says you can take his third. I forget 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. They are all there. All right. Got it. That will be Al's random for the Green Bay Packers claim. Man, that Ohio State game, I just kept waiting on him to break it open and couldn't do it. Now I'm really wondering if the Buckeye defense was that good or if Arch Manning might be a tad overrated. Because, man, I did not think he looked spectacular. All right, Bill, Kansas City, Washington, and Detroit. Tennessee, Jacksonville, Buffalo. Elliott. They played great. That was rough for Arch. That was definitely not easy. Elliott, Giants. Dallas. I think it's going to be hard for him to live up to expectations. Al, Tampa Bay, and the Chargers. San Fran, and the Rams. All right. Al sold his Green Bay random to Johnny 5. It is Indy. Nathan, Vegas. Pittsburgh. Zach, Arizona. The Jets. Dave, Chicago. New Orleans. Julian Sands' first start too. I thought he played really well. I mean, very conservative, but I was happy. Dave, Houston, Seattle. Well, look at it. In your first start, it's more about not screwing up. Just don't mess up. Wally, Baltimore, Carolina. Scott, Miami, Denver, and New England. Minnesota, Atlanta, Philly. And Tyler, Cincinnati gets you Cleveland. All right, we got Bill, Kansas City, Washington, Detroit, Tennessee, Jacksonville, Buffalo. Elliott, Giants, Cowboys. Al, Tampa Bay, San Francisco, Chargers, Rams, and Packers. Johnny 5, Indy. Nathan, Vegas, and Pittsburgh. Zach, Arizona, and the Jets. Dave, Chicago, New Orleans, Houston, Seattle. Wally, Baltimore, Carolina. Scott, Miami, Denver, New England. Minnesota, Atlanta, Philly. And Tyler, Cincinnati, and Cleveland. Kind of interested to see what Florida State does. I remember a couple years ago when I can't remember how high they were. I know it was top 5 to start the season. And then, good grief, they were under 500, missed a bowl. See them start out beating Alabama up. And I thought they looked good doing it. So happy to be talking about real football. Thought about going to the local high school game, but I don't know. They run a triple option, throw the ball maybe 3 times a game, run that thing 100 times. All right, box 22 and 32. Got 22 and 32. Got them both. Nice. 22, 32. And 32. All right, guys. After this, we'll do a 2-box live fill. We'll do a couple of them if there's interest. All right, first up, we're going to do box 32. Good luck. Here we go. Dallas, the Cowboys. Let's see it. Elliott. Elliott with the Cowboy Lunar. Oh my goodness. Reading it to your son. I'm thinking real quick. There's a chance a few of the Mickey Mantle stories, she might have to skip a little bit in there. It's a great book, though. Elliott, Cowboy Lunar. Both earpieces are stuck to the same side. Beckett authenticated. Where's that? There it is. I like his H. Obsessed with baseball. That's a good way to be. Herschel Walker. Nice hit, Elliott. Herschel Walker on the Cowboy Lunar. Nice hit. I was obsessed with baseball from the time I was about 5 or 6 years old, and I never stopped. You're welcome, Elliott. Nice hit. Yeah, baseball, I always sucked at it. To play it, I was horrible, but man, did I ever love it. I was a fat kid playing first base, hitting about $1.60 and loving every second of it. All right, guys, box 22. Here we go. Thankfully, my kids did not take after me with my baseball skill. They did take after me with my baseball love. Tampa Bay on the creamsicle. Al. Hitting again. The best Bucks helmet you can get. I love the creamsicle. I think they should have stuck with that. No need to ever change it with that swashbuckler on there. Beckett authenticated, both in the Hall of Famer. Yeah, I love this one. I don't think the new one's bad, but I like these colors. Nice hit, Al. Warren Sapp, Hall of Fame 13 on the inscription. Nice hit. All right, guys. We'll try a live fill. Let me get it typed in. There it is. Grab a spot if you want it. If he's obsessed with baseball, Al, I probably have a couple books that are kind of age appropriate that he might find really interesting. I'll look through and see if I still have them. I've got books I got when I was young. People bought me baseball books, cards, everything except skills. I saw where they're talking about an expansion baseball team in Salt Lake City. I don't know if it'll happen. I don't think the major leagues need to expand, but you never know. All right. Al, Washington. I think they ought to move the Rays or the Marlins to Salt Lake. Bill, Kansas City. Tyler, Cincinnati. Elliott laid on KC. Vlad, Giants. Bill, Detroit. Dave, Houston. Nathan laid on Detroit. Bill, New England. Jeremy, Chargers. Al just laid on the Chargers. Dave, Chicago. Al, Green Bay. That is spot 10. Wally, Baltimore. Al, San Francisco. Nathan, Vegas. Own the Jazz, hockey, and bring in some baseball. That'd be pretty awesome. That would be pretty cool. I do think it should be. I don't think baseball should expand. Too many small market teams already. I think they should move the Marlins and the Rays. I mean, both of them draw like 50 people per game. Wally, Dallas. Johnny 5, Denver. And the Rays are usually good, and then nobody goes to see them. I don't get it. All right, guys, we got one spot left. We got Tampa Bay, Arizona, Miami, Cleveland, Seattle, Carolina, New Orleans, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Indy, Jacksonville, Philly, Rams, Vikings. Dave, Miami for the close. Got it. All right, guys, that fills it. We'll probably try one more. Next one will be the last one. What's the closest NFL team to Salt Lake City? I can't think of an NFL team that should move necessarily, but right off the top of my head. Vegas, is that too close? I don't know how far that is. Then Denver. Is there enough population to support a third team in that area? 6 hours. Ohio doesn't have a whole lot of people, and we got two teams 3 hours apart. Plus Indy 3 hours away from Cincy. Tennessee 5 hours south. Pittsburgh 3 hours east. Yeah, surely they could take a team. I don't know what team, if any. Jacksonville could move. That would work. They don't support that team very well. Washington, Tampa Bay. That's true. I think of Utah, Colorado, all those places. I just think of mountains. Bill, Kansas City, New Orleans. But Salt Lake City has a lot of people, doesn't it? I mean, good grief, they had the Olympics. Tyler, Cincy, Minnesota. Vlad, Giants, Philly. Bill, Detroit. 1 million. Carolina, that's way more than Cincinnati has, I think. Not way more, but more. What would you do if they brought a football team to Salt Lake, Al? Would you switch from a Packers to that team? That'd be a rough one. Dave, Houston, the Jets. That could be awkward. Silently root for them too. Bill, New England, Jacksonville. I don't know. That would be awkward to get a team moving in like that. Jeremy, Chargers, Bills. I can tell you in my area, there's the loop around Cincinnati is 275. When you get outside of that loop, there aren't that many Bengal fans. And usually they're Bengal fans if the Bengals go on a run. As soon as the Bengals start to suck again, you just see all kinds of Bengal gear at yard sales. Dave, Chicago, the Rams. Everybody switches to Chiefs and Patriots is what I see mostly. We've got some Cowboy fans. I know one other Steeler fan. Al, Green Bay, Cleveland. And Cincinnati was a 68 expansion team, so it's taken a long time for them to build up any following. Wally, Baltimore, Pittsburgh. Al, San Francisco, Arizona. I do a lot of work in Columbus, and Columbus is an hour and a half from Cleveland and Cincinnati, and I can tell you most of those people seem to be Browns fans. Nathan, Vegas, Seattle. Wally, Dallas, Indy. Johnny 5, Denver. Did I not put them all in there? What the hell's going on? Got a couple out. Sorry about that. Green Bay all the way. There you go. Salt Lake wouldn't have had Reggie White in their history. Johnny 5, Denver, Atlanta. And Dave, Miami for the close. And getting Tennessee. When I was a little kid, my family didn't really. My family watched the Buckeyes. They weren't pro football fans. And I remember watching a playoff game with the Steelers and the Broncos. And I remember Bubby Brister being the quarterback for the Steelers. And from that day on, I was a Steeler fan. I don't remember the year. Cannot think of it. I looked it up one time. It was mid-'80s. Everybody would give me crap at school for liking the Steelers, except for one kid. He also liked the Steelers. His dad was a Steeler fan from the 70s. 9. We got box 65 and 52 randomized 9 times. 65, 52, 48, 46, 53. 65 is there. 52 is not. Now, the one thing in Cincinnati that everybody loves is the Cincinnati Reds. Box 84. 84 is there. Cincinnati is definitely a baseball town over a football town. I had somebody argue with me that Cincinnati was becoming a football town. But I'll tell you what, they have a big parade for opening day of the Reds. Opening day of the Bengals, there's 6 guys in a parking lot cracking some beers. So I definitely think it's a baseball town. All right, guys, box 84. We will do one more live fill after these ones. 84, good luck. I hope everybody called their friends who may be Alabama fans to tell them what a good game they had today. If not, you should. Saints. Oh, you're welcome, Zach. Nice hit. New Orleans. Bill. Saints on the Eclipse. This one is Beckett authenticated. Nice. Yeah, I was pretty happy. I didn't see. Did Iowa win? Beckett authenticated. Oh, my hand cramped. What the fuck? One of my favorite Saints. It's a wide receiver from a few years ago. Gold ink on the Eclipse. Emmanuel Sanders. Nice hit, Bill. Emmanuel Sanders. You're welcome, Bill. Nice hit. All right, box 65. Albany. Wow. Albany. This might sound stupid. Is Albany... I know there's not one AA anymore, but are they the upper division? Where this is. Indy. The Colts. That is Wally. Wally. Wasn't it? Yep, Wally. Got the Colts on his Dallas random. That one is Beckett authenticated. Both earpieces are in. Forgot who this is. I'm sure somebody will know. Number 44. I thought so. Nice. Did you have Indy last time? You did. That is the linebacker, Zaire Franklin. Pretty good one. I saw he was everyone's guest to lead the league in tackles again. Also saw Daniel Jones starting quarterback for the Colts. Kind of makes you wonder. What's going on with the young guy? There it is. This will be the last one of the night. Grab a spot if you want it. We'll finish up after this. I think Daniel Jones is good. I've said it a million times. I think if the Giants had surrounded him with a little bit of talent, at least on the offensive line. I know he had Malik Neighbors last year, but give him something. I think the kid would have been good. Bill, Detroit. Nathan just laid on Detroit. Mark, what's up, Mark? Cincinnati. Cincinnati ended up on the basement floor. The basement where they would be if it weren't for the Browns this year. And I did figure out everything I'm going to do with the Tyler just laid on Cincinnati. With the competition I'm going to have, it's going to be pick each division, pick your playoff teams, Super Bowl teams, and then the MVP, and you'll pick the record for each division winner, and that'll be what will get ties. Whoever wins the most basically will win, and I don't know what the prize will be yet. Still thinking about it. Brady, KC. Hopefully it'll be pretty fun. I'll pin it to the top so we can watch it all year. Al, Washington. I think there's a couple divisions that could be wide open. Bill, New England. Al, Chargers. And Packers. Tyler, San Francisco. Bill, Denver. Dave, Miami. Go. Nathan, Vegas. Dave, Houston. Bill, Giants. Wally, Baltimore. Al doesn't do well in challenges. I don't either. I'm picking my spots, though. I'm going to try to win this one. All right, guys, we got 2 spots left. Dallas, Chicago, Tennessee, Atlanta, Arizona, Pittsburgh, Carolina, Indy, Cleveland, Buffalo, Rams, Jets, New Orleans. Mark, what a game. Seattle, Tampa Bay, Minnesota, Philly, and Jacksonville. Those are the teams left. Big players in these teams. There's, I think, Brian Thomas in Jacksonville and Trevor Lawrence. Indy, we pulled. I think we got, I can't remember. Cleveland, I can't remember. Dallas, I'm not sure. Cleveland, Buffalo. I don't remember most of these teams. I think there is a Drew Brees in New Orleans. There's a Larry Fitzgerald in the Cardinals. I don't remember the rest of them. I'm sorry. Individual spots, $20. We got 4 individual spots, $20 a team. If you want a team, let me know. What the heck? Al, Minnesota. Says we're down to 4 people. I don't know where everybody went all of a sudden. Wally, Dallas. 2 spots left. Did I flash or something like the? Oh, I didn't see it delay. Didn't say it did, but man, we went from like 18 to 3 back to 6. It's crazy. Jeremy, Seattle. 1 spot left. I'll go ahead and figure out the boxes. A glitch, maybe? Makes sense. I'll tell you what, you could probably tell me about anything happened to a computer, and I believe it. I don't know anything about it. All right, here we go. Zach, Arizona. Gotcha. That fills it. All right, guys, we're full. This will be the last one. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Going to be box 61 and 2. 2 is there. 61 is there. Got them both. Those snaps in his fingers. Excuse me. Box 61 and box 2. All right. Thanos snaps his fingers. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I missed the first generation of Avengers. I don't know, whatever they called it. I can't get into the new movies. Loved them first go around. Now, not so much. Bill, Detroit. The Rams. Mark, Cincy. New Orleans. Brady, Kansas City. Tennessee. Al, Washington. Cleveland. I'll tell you what, if somebody's going to have that Thanos have all 4 stones or 5 stones or whatever, snap your fingers. Dave, we got her filled. Got her filled. Snap those fingers, and somebody let me win that $1 billion Powerball tonight. Bill, New England. Tampa Bay. Al, Chargers and Packers. Indy in Chicago. Tyler, San Francisco. Jacksonville. Bill, Denver. Philly. Dave, Miami. Pittsburgh. Nathan, Vegas. Atlanta. Dave, Houston. Buffalo. Bill, the Giants. The Jets. And Wally, Baltimore gets you. Carolina. I don't know what I'd do if I won $1 billion. 26 annual installments of $30-some million. That'd be pretty crazy. Bill, Detroit and the Rams. I wouldn't tell anybody, but you know, as the joke goes, you'd notice some differences. Mark, Cincy, New Orleans. Brady, Kansas City, Tennessee. Al, Washington, Cleveland. Bill, New England, Tampa Bay. Al, Chargers, Colts, Packers, and Bears. Tyler, San Fran, Jacksonville. Bill, Denver, Philly. Dave, Miami, Pittsburgh. Nathan, Vegas, Atlanta. Dave, Houston, Buffalo. Bill, Giants, Jets. Wally, Baltimore, Carolina. Al, Minnesota. Wally, Dallas. Jeremy, Seattle. And Zach, Arizona. And we got box 61 and 2. 61 and 2. All right. Box 2. Good luck, guys. This is the last 2 of the night. Good night so far. Let's keep her rolling. Houston on the Lunar. Dave. That one is Fanatics Authenticated, missing an earpiece. I got a black earpiece. It's in there. Signed it on the top. That's an Ohio State alum. That's my pick for MVP this year. CJ. Nice hit, Dave. CJ Stroud on the Lunar. Beautiful. That's probably my favorite Texans helmet. I like that black and red. CJ Stroud. Nice hit, Dave. And box 61, last one of the night. You're welcome, Dave. Awesome hit. Only way that could be better if he's on an Ohio State helmet. Minnesota. Al having another night. Minnesota on the Classic Speed. Schwartz Authenticated. Both are in. Another Buckeye. Not Randall. Even better when he's a Buckeye. John Randall's pretty good, though. No, this guy's a Buckeye. You can't go wrong when you get a former Buckeye. Chris Carter. Nice hit, Al. Chris Carter. All right, guys. Pretty strong night. We had Baker, D-Hop, Warren Sapp, Herschel Walker, Zaire Franklin, Emmanuel Sanders, Chris Carter, and CJ Stroud. Stroud been in there so long, I was starting to question whether I put it in. That box was buried down there. Whew. All right, guys. I'll be back on Thursday. Remember, Thursday will be a 9 o'clock start time on the break. So remember, I'm doing Thursday and Saturday. Not going to try Tuesday again until work kind of slows down. So Thursday, I'll be back. It'll be a little while, but I'll be there. Hope you will too. Thanks for the fills, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. What a good day. OH. See you next time.